to my live.
We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Welcome to my live, everyone. So, Instagram, welcome. TikTok and YouTube, welcome. I'm busy streaming all three of you all together. So, welcome everyone from your own platforms. Just remember, it's some encouragements for you when you join the host's room. Remember to go to the host profile and to click on the host name and to follow, right? So that we can always make sure that you are, I just want to make sure that my YouTube is seeing me. Yeah. Okay. Not get that far out. Okay. Rightio. So we are just adjusting our cameras around here a little bit to make sure that I am happy with the positioning.
Praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all
Right.
the saints and sages. We thank
Hello, everyone. Let me know where you're coming in from. Hi, Nana. Welcome to my live.
for our spiritual elevation.
Which part of the world are you from, Nana? Loki, welcome to my live. Okay, so guys, if you're new here, I'm Sonya. I've been doing real estate for 36 years and I have absolutely loved doing real estate. But when lockdown hit, I recognized how I needed to create an income online so that I never got stuck again without an income because of lockdown.
God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, the worthy,
Just want to do that quickly.
liberation.
Okay. Right. Where are we?
Praise
Welcome everyone to my live. Let me know which country you're checking in from. That's what I love about social media. You can talk to people throughout the world and it doesn't cost you anything because you can use social media. And isn't that wonderful? Right. Nilsson, welcome. Just Fun, welcome. Teak, welcome. Right. So what are we going to talk about tonight? We are talking about how to create an income online, okay? Like we all want to make money, right? And we spend time on social media platforms scrolling, looking at other people's content because it's entertaining, right? Well, why not turn that activity into a money-making activity where you are making money from your social media platform? So if you actually, instead of being a consumer, you become a producer, then you can actually monetize your social media account. So like, let me give you an example. Okay. Let's say you choose one of the platforms and some people are content creators. So they might just create content that's entertaining and funny and make other people laugh. That's one way of doing it, okay? Another way is where you actually have products and you promote products and you sell the products and people purchase from you. Like, for instance, in South Africa, we have platforms like Take a Lot and Temu, that's international. Shein, that's also international. Best Buy, for instance, international. Or Walmart's in the UK, etc., right? They all use automated platforms to help them market their products. So when you use social media, you can promote your products on social media. But I chose to do digital marketing because I like the idea of building a business, building something that I could actually then leave a legacy with. So I came from real estate. My background is real estate. I have a real estate company. Hi, Nolene, welcome. Anna, welcome. And I've been doing real estate for 36 years. So that's a long time of marketing that I've done. But I recognized in 2020 when we had COVID and we had the lockdowns, how much, hi Rhodas, welcome to my live, how much we actually need the social media platforms, and also how dependent our businesses have become on social media. So I wanted to create a new business. I recognize with my real estate business that I couldn't actually do business at all. Thank you for the likes. Delian, thank you. Welcome to my live. So, with real estate, you have to be face to face in the business. But I wanted another business where I could create an income online passively without having to be physically in the business all the time. So I needed a business that was fully automated, like those companies I've just mentioned to you. They're on full automation, right? And they're on the internet. And I needed a product. But I didn't want to go and create my own product in the digital format. And I didn't want to go and purchase products like, for instance, this lipstick, because you purchase products and then you have to have the holding cost, then you have to store it, and then you have to deliver it. That all costs money, right? I don't want to get stuck in all of that kind of stuff. So my answer to me was, the obvious solution was digital programs. Now, I didn't know about digital programs. I just knew that I had a burning desire to create a business online. And I wanted to make a ton of money so that I can retire comfortably, take care of my family, provide for my family without being stuck financially. And I also didn't want to be stuck working 10 to 12 hours a day, which is what my real estate requires of me. So going into my 50s, I recognized a need to have another business that demanded less time from me and demanded less of me. And fortunately, a year ago, a friend of mine introduced me to this program. My friend said to me, Sonya, here's my website address. Go check it out and let me know what you think. So, of course, I checked it out and I loved it. Everything that she gave me in that website was phenomenal. So I'm going to do the same to you tonight. I'm going to say to you, go to my profile, click on my picture. In my bio, there's a clickable LINK. In that LINK, click on that. It's going to ask you for your email address to verify you, right? And then my automations are going to send you an interactive PDF formula that you can use to give you a breakdown of this entire business and how to get started. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to answer questions and share ideas with you here on live so that you can get to know a little bit about me and also about the business. But please go to the bio and do that in the meantime while we chat. Okay. So I immediately invested in the program that my friend bought. So my friend bought the $900 program. And then I purchased the $900 program because as soon as I saw that I got 4 programs for the value of $1,900 and I only need to pay $900, I absolutely like that idea because it gave me the opportunity to share with people. Some people might not have a high budget of $900. They might only be able to get on the entry level of 100. So I wanted a shoe that would fit for different sizes. So that's what I loved about the program, number one. Number two, I loved the fact that there were 37,000 people when I started in the community. So when you purchase your website, which costs $39, it's a 9-page landing, a website with 9 landing pages. I mean, guys, for $39, that's super cheap, okay? For those of you that have built your own website, you know how expensive a website costs. But because this has been done and it's a proven process, the website is the same for everybody. It's a done for you system. You just need 10% to plug and play your own personal details to make it more customized to your liking and to your looks. So you get a fully built, pre-built website. Then in the business in a box, this is what I call it. My Legacy Builders program is a business, a pre-built automated business in a box. So I just have to open up the box and start unfolding my business that's already 90% done for me. Okay. So then the next section is the full automation system. And guys, why is that so important? Because you don't want to spend the rest of your time working hours chasing up this, chasing up that, or figuring out how to do emails. No, I wanted a full automatic business that was going to do my email campaign for me, that was going to do my payment gates for me, that was going to do my sales funnel for me, everything set up. Okay. So that was all done for me. So within 5 hours of setting up my personal details and everything, my business was up and running and I could start going onto my social media platforms and start creating. This business completely transformed my life. It's changed my life completely. And it's changed. Today, there are 56,200 people in the community, guys. So from when I started to now, it's grown from 37,000 to 56,200. That's 19,800 people in a year that have invested in this business model since I joined. That just is a testimony in itself to the credibility of this business. So if you want to learn how this business can transform your life and your family's life, go to the profile, click on the profile, and make sure in my bio you see the clickable link and get your details so that you can get my Freedom Formula PDF blueprint. Okay. Right. So now, if you are an entrepreneur and you have been in your own business, but you've never gone the digital way, this is for you. Now, let me explain that to you. Firstly, marketing the traditional way is outdated. It's obsolete. You need to get your business onto social media because that is the growing industry. The social media platforms are going to continue having a massive impact on the way businesses do business. So you need to have your business on a social media platform. Now, our digital program will teach you exactly how to get your business on social media platforms, marketing on social media platforms in the correct way. Because there is a manner in which you have to promote your business to be successful. Okay. So it's not just about winging it. There's a strategy involved to get your business on social media platforms working for you in the correct way. Now, our digital program will teach you that. So you can appoint someone in your office to become your digital marketer. We, in fact, in the Legacy Builders program, we even have a license reselling certificate for you where your dedicated staff member can actually become a professional digital marketer and set up your whole business for you and take care of all your social media. Then you won't have to outsource it anymore because you've got a nominated person in your office. That's number one. That's for that customer. If you're that entrepreneur, you want to stay in your business, you don't want to do digital marketing yourself, but you need it for your business. That's the way to go. Then I would say the $900 investment is a very cheap investment and very wisely spent for your business. Right, now, customer number two. Second type of customer is someone who is like myself, who has a business already and has been doing it for many years, but is getting to a point where you're getting to retirement and you know that you still want to do something to keep keep your brain active and you still want to be proactive, but not, draining your life out of you type active. So what do? You start a second business on the side where you earn passive income. I just want to answer this quickly. Passive income on the side, and then when you get to retirement, you've got this small little business that's not taking a lot of your time. It's only 2 hours a day that you work, and then you're still creating an income online, and you still got lots of money coming in, and you don't have to tap into your investments that you've already reserved for your retirement. So that's customer type number 2. Okay. Customer type number 3 is someone who's young, dynamic, that's going to university but doesn't have a job, wants to create a second income. Create an income for himself, but not go and work at a retail store and earn minimal wage, or go and work for someone because he wants to study. But he's got to spare 2 hours a day, or he or she's got to spare 2 hours a day. So now that person can actually start their own digital marketing business, earn an income while they're studying at university. So the customers are tenfold. Okay, you actually don't have to worry about finding customers, because the right people will be attracted to you. Hi Timber, welcome to my live. Okay, so right, then another form of customer number 4, right? If you're the type of person who's working at the moment in a job that's really draining the energy right out of you, and you go to work every single day wishing you could find another way to earn an income, but you've got no idea where to start. You haven't heard of digital marketing, that's fine. You've got no experience, that's fine too. You don't need the experience. You don't need tech skills. All you need is 2 hours a day so that you can actually work in this program, so that you can actually start your own business and do the steps that are needed every single day to create your own digital online income. So an example of what would you have to do is 3 contents a day, because I'll tell you just now why you need 3 contents, because the different contents, it's strategy. Remember, we're teaching you techniques, the right way to develop a marketing digital business. So there's strategies involved, and you need to know those strategies. So that's all the things you're going to learn in our program, right? Then there's a stay-at-home mom. You want to stay at home with your kids, but you can't, because financially you and your husband both have to work to be able to make ends meet. But what if you could actually earn an income online from home while you at home, available to your children? And the income that you could earn could transform the way you see money and the way you look at money again in future, because it will blow your mind what the physical potential is to earn income online. I actually know people in our community that are earning hundreds of thousands of dollars, not just $1,000, not just $10,000, $100,000. Okay, like, to give you an idea, our mentor started in September 2022, right? She's 3 years in the business now, and she's already created herself an income of 9 million US dollars. Okay, that's 3 years of working in digital marketing. And there are lots of other people on the social media platforms. You just need to keep scrolling and you'll find them, who have made millions through digital marketing. So this is not a pie in the sky dream, okay? But I want to emphasize, it's not a get rich quick scheme either. You need to work at it. And if you're unwilling to work at it, you're wasting your time. Then don't bother buying a program, because if you're not willing to work at it, you're not going to get the results. And then afterwards, you're going to get upset and say, oh, it's SCAM. And then you blame the founder of the business and you say, oh, this is rubbish. No, you are at fault, because if you don't do the processes, the strategies that we put in place for you to follow step by step, if you don't implement it into your daily life, of course the program won't work for you. But if you do, you're going to blow your own mind away with how much income you can create, guys. So, to recap, you need a cell phone that can take nice videos. You need Wi-Fi because you always have to use internet, okay? Like you're going to be traveling, you're going to be going to different places, you're going to be taking videos wherever you are, you're going to share what you do in your daily activities. You're going to create B-roll, so you have to have Wi-Fi or very good internet on your phone. Then you need 2 hours a day to be able to do the business strategy every single day. Your income producing activities are 2 hours a day, guys, and you need to do that every single day. Okay, so you've got to be coachable and you have to be willing to show up. Put a 1 in the comment if you are willing to show up for yourself in your own business and create life-changing income. Put a 1 in the comment. Let me see who's willing to show up in their own life. Okay, I see we've got 2. Okay, lovely. Welcome. So, well done and congratulations to you who are willing to show up, because that is already a big step towards your success. If you're willing to do what we show you in our program every single day, this program works, guys. I've seen it with my own eyes, and we have thousands of testimonials in our community. All you need to do is just plug in into the community and get going. You can transform your life. If you're a mom and you want to be at home with your children and raise your children, go with them to their sports functions and create an income on the side so that you never have to say no when your kid comes home and says, Mom, I need a new pair of soccer shoes. And you can say, yes, let's go. We're going to go and find you that pair of soccer shoes. Or when your daughter comes home and says, Mom, I want to start doing dancing lessons. You don't have to say, sorry, my love, we don't have the budget. No, with your digital online business, you can do anything for your children. You can provide, because if you follow the step-by-step processes of our business strategies that we have in our program, set out every single day for you, then there is no reason why you will fail. Absolutely no reason. So that's what we say, show up. You have to show up. You have to be consistent. You got to be coachable. Coachable is super important because the e-learning modules every single day are the ones that are going to show you the proven steps that you need to take and implement. So they're about 3 to 5 minutes every single day. So fine, you listen to your e-learning module and you get going, right? And then you do your content. And then the rest of the day, guys, is free. You do whatever you like. You spend with your kids, you spend with your family. Or if you like me, you still have another business, you go and run your other business. That's the beauty of having an online business with our program. The next thing is that we earn 100% profit. Now, you may be thinking, but how's that possible? Okay, let me explain to you. So, this product, for instance, is very expensive to make. Okay, why? Because you've got to have the containers, you've got to have the ingredients inside, and then the caps, etc., etc. So, there's lots of costs involved to make this product. Not with digital marketing, digital products. With digital products, you design the program. So our mentor, Michelle, has created this program. Our founder of this program, she created this program. So I get the marketing resale rights to market this program. I don't need to create it. So I've got no costs involved. The founder of our digital program created it once off. Okay, so now it's a done for you system, proven, built, automated, the whole lot. And all we do is we just keep reselling that same program, right? So It's an interactive program, so it always upgrades. But because it's digital, that interaction is happening in the space of that program. So that's why there's no labor involved. There's no extra costs involved. So digital programs have the highest profit rates throughout any product in the world. And it's 100% profit because you create it once and then you don't have to keep recreating it, you see. So that's exactly why it's so profitable, okay? That's the second reason why I invested in the Legacy Builders program. Right, the next thing is, hi Living World, welcome. The next big draw card is the fact that you've got a community. When I first started, there were 37,000 people in the community. Now, a year later, there are 56,200 people in the community. So that means in my time of the year that I've been in this Legacy Builders program, working with the community, promoting my digital programs, right? 19,200 programs have been sold in a year. That's phenomenal, guys. Okay. So you can see that this business is proven. It works. The step-by-step system, it's formulated for success. All you got to do is just plug in and play and follow the step-by-step processes that we implemented. All the fundamentals of this business, strategies, the fundamentals, everything in this business, you just follow it as it tells you how to do it. And then that's it. You are creating income online. It's as easy as that. And it's so simple for a beginner who does not have the experience to enable them to come into the digital space and start creating the income as they start. So people ask me, but how quickly did you make money when you started, right? So with me, I started on the 2nd of September. Within 5 hours, my business was up and running. And then by day 17, I made my first sale of $900. So I already got my $900 back that I invested in 17 days. And then shortly thereafter, I did another 3 sales and I made $3,600 in 4 days. Okay. So I was in profit mode within literally 18 days of working, right? So some people have actually done it much faster than me. Mine took a little bit more time because I started my social media from scratch. I had no followers. I had no social media accounts opened. I opened all of them for my business, right? But other people have done it faster than me because they have perhaps already, not perhaps, they already had another a social media platform already started, okay? And they had a warm market that they already had customers in there that knew them because maybe they were selling something else or they were promoting some other products or they were doing affiliate marketing or multi-level marketing or drop shipping. People with that kind of background, they do the sales almost immediately, instantaneously, like as soon as they're up live running, okay? But for people like myself who started from zero, you have to recreate that, you have to create that whole business. So it took me 17 days to create the business to the point where someone purchased from me. And then following thereafter, 4 days, within 3 days, I did 4 sales. So that is $3,600, and it cost me $900 to purchase my program. I paid $39 for the website, and I paid, I think it was $44 or about $50 for the professional website and the professional email address, because you have to have an email address and a professional website so that your emails and your email campaign, which is inside your business, the business that's built in a box, you don't want that going to people's spam folders, right? So you need a professional email address, okay? Right, so for $900, what do you get, right? Okay, so first off, you get a fully built website with 9 landing pages, guys. I mean, for $39, that's your website fee, okay? Then If you purchase the $900 program, you get 4 programs in that package, in that business, that you can promote to the customers. $100, $300, $600, or $900. Now that adds up to $1,900. So if you have a day where you sell a product, a digital program, to 4 different customers, and each customer purchases one of the each, so it's 900, 600, 300, and 100, you've made yourself $1,900 in that day. Now, you've only invested 900, call it $980, because we add the website fee and we add the domain fee, right? So call it 980. And you've done 4 sales and you've made $1,900. I mean, it's just business. It's just a numbers game. Work on the math, guys. Like, you can see that gives you the opportunity to do exponential turnover, right? So let's say you actually have a day where you get 4 digital programs that you've sold to 4 different customers, and they've all purchased the $900. That's $3,600 in a day that you can do. Okay. Now, I'm not just thumb sucking this out of the air. I can actually show you testimonials of living people inside our community, that you can actually, once you've joined, you can meet with them and talk to them and connect with them, because they're real people that have earned more than that. So, this is a proven process. It's not just, here's a program, go and set it up for yourself and good luck, cheers. Okay. No, our founder is building a community. She's building a business, and she's teaching all of us to build the same way and to leave a legacy for either our family or for generations to come. Okay. So you are building your business. Your family can either take over it from you, or you can sell it, or you can, just retire and have fun with the money you make, right? I mean, like, really, the sky's the limit. So get my free PDF, guys. That is huge value. People charge $17 for the PDF. I don't charge anything. I like to give something of value to my customers. That's my gratification. So, like in real estate, I always got the gratification when I actually sold my customer's house, and they were thrilled when they got into their home, and the kids were happy and everybody was happy, right? That's the gratification. We all need money. That's obvious. Like, we all need money because we got to live in this world. But what do you get from your business? That's more important. That passion that you have, that drive that you have, what do you get in return? The gratification of serving is what you get in return. And that's why I love this digital online business, because I can actually help families get out of really terrible situations financially and help them to grow, help them to financially liberate themselves, help them to actually get into a lifestyle of abundance and break generational poverty. That's what I love about this program. It actually gives me the opportunity to serve people in that way, to help them. So yes, guys, I invested in the $900 program, and I promote all 4 programs. And if you purchase a program of $300, $600, or $900 from me this evening within an hour of my live, I will do the setup for you complimentary. I want to see you succeed. I want to get you going quickly. I want to get you on the road fast. And today is Friday night, guys. So if you actually start now, you can have your business up and running by Monday and get your digital business content going as well. So go to my profile, jot in the bio, you'll see my clickable LINK. Go there and jot in your email address and get my interactive PDF. I call it my freedom formula. And in that PDF, you'll see the breakdown of the 4 different programs that you can invest in. But let me show you here as well. Right. Okay. Let me just turn the screen around. Mirror. Right. Okay. So here we go, guys. Here's a nice visual for you. Screenshot this because when I take it, when I move it away, then you've got the screenshot. Okay. So firstly, this is the business. Okay. So you'll find this in my LINK. Click on it. It'll bring up a landing page where it asks you for the email address. You verify your email address, and then I will send you the PDF of my freedom formula. Right, then the 4 programs are the 900, the 600, the 300, and the 100. Okay. Then you have your annual fee, your domain fee, your website fee. I've put 44. It obviously will change every year. And then your website fee is $39, right? And by the way, that website fee also gives you access to the community. So as soon as you purchase the digital program and you've paid for your website, you then automatically get free access into the community. So we don't charge for the community. That's free of charge. And guys, in the community, our mentor trains us personally. She has a Zoom call with us twice a week where she actually spends her time not charging us for the mentorship. Now, that is phenomenal. Listen, I run a business. I run a real estate business. I know what it costs to get a coach to come in and talk to the agents, to motivate the agents. Maybe they got a little bit of stinky thinking and I got to get them motivated again. Then get a coach in and come and talk to them. I mean, it's expensive, okay? And our mentor is training us twice a month for free. That's the value that you get in this business. That's why I purchased the Legacy Builders program. There are tons of other programs out there, but you don't get the value. And let me tell you another thing as well. And I've had personal experience because I've purchased other programs from other people where they promise on the internet, they promise on their live that they will help you, they will support you, they'll back you up, this and that. And they disappear. They just answer messages and they disappear for the rest of it. And then they leave you on your own to figure out how to get yourself going. That doesn't happen here, okay? That I can assure you doesn't happen in our program, not in our community. And as soon as you start, we direct you immediately to the 7-day launch, to the 7-day launch your business into profit modules. So you go, you watch those modules immediately. You focus just on that until you've got your strategy and your style and everything all together organized. And then you start with your social media content. And we don't worry about controlling the sales, guys, because let's face it, you can't force people to buy from you. People will buy from you when they feel they know, like, and trust you. So if they're confident, if they're comfortable with you, they'll buy. You can't control that process. It's out of your hands. That's the customer's control. But what we can control are our income producing activities. And we guide you in the modules and with our mentorship. Plus, here's another bonus, guys, which you do not get, by the way, with any other of the digital programs. Okay? You do not get this. We get a daily e-learning module from our mentor, 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 8 minutes, sharing with us exactly what we should be doing in that day. We actually started 12 days ago. We started our 90-day to 30K sprint, right? So in 90 days to make $30,000 sprint. Okay, so that's our next campaign. And we started that 12 days ago. On the 15th of September, we started it, right? Our mentor sends us an e-learning module every single day. This is a $9 million mentor that has created that kind of income for herself, and she's mentoring us daily with our e-learning module. Now, you don't get this with other programs. I know it for a fact because I invested in another program with another mentor and nothing. You don't get it, okay? So the amount of backup and support in this business is phenomenal. And honestly, with with all that support, it's literally almost impossible to fail. Honestly, I say almost because it depends also on your personality. If you're not going to be coachable, if you're not going to show up, if you're not going to take action, then you're not going to have the success. Then, it's not the program, it's you. Like I know whenever I used to train agents, I always used to say to my agents, it's never the market, it's the agent. It doesn't matter how bad the real estate market gets, how bad or how high the interest rates are, or how bad the economy is. It's always about how bad the thinking is in your head. That's what controls your success. Mental mindset is 100% your success rate. If you've got a strong mindset, you'll succeed at anything. If you've got a weak mindset and you need babysitting all the time, this business is not for you, because this business gives you the opportunity to become a CEO. And if you don't have CEO mentality, you won't succeed. You need to be self-driven. You need to be hungry to make money. You need to have a burning desire to succeed. And if you have those qualities, this business has been strategized and built with proven steps, step-by-step formulas, strategies that you just follow. And once you follow that, you have success. But that's where you come into play. If you have the personality where you have strong determination, a burning desire, you're going to follow those steps. You're going to take those actions. You're going to show up every single day and show up in your business. But if you are one of those that sway with the wind and, today I don't feel like it, or tomorrow I'll do it tomorrow, then no, this business is not for you, because you're going to be one of those that go and say, but Legacy Builders is rubbish. It's the CSAM. They take your money and it doesn't work. That's nonsense. That's you. That's on you, because you don't do what is necessary. Take the steps every single day. Work in your business. You have to work in your business. You have to do your 3 contents every single day. You have to do your e-learning module so you know what you're doing. And when you've got stinky thinking, you need to plug into your mindset training in our community, in our classroom, and go and fix that mind of yours so that you can get back on track and make money again. Okay? So yeah, these are all the exciting steps that are involved, and you get all of this free of charge. So honestly, guys, I don't see any shortfall in this business. Right. Hi, Leo. Welcome to my live. I think you've been here with me before, hey? Nice to see you back. Thank you for visiting. Right, guys, it's time for questions. Let me have some questions. And guys, what about tapping on the screen to let me know that you're there? Remember, when you go to a host's room, always connect with the host and say hello by following the host and clicking on the little bell next to it, so that you get the alerts of when the host is back on the live again. But also tap on the screen so that you're showing the host that you're interactive, and you're teaching the algorithm that you're also interactive. That's also very important for your own social media account, because then, all the algorithms, they like you to be engaged. Now, if you're just sitting watching the room and not doing anything about it, you're actually taking all that time watching, and you're missing out on the opportunity of building your own platform by interacting on the social media host room. So, like, I'll give you an example. If you look there now, can you see all the hearts flying up? That's what happens when you tap the screen. You see that? So keep tapping the screen, guys. Then the host can see that you're active and that you're there. And 2, the algorithm picks up that your profile is active and engaged. And then when you want to send out your content, you're actually going to get that return. Hi, Megan. Welcome to my live. I've got 14 minutes. Do you want to come on and say hi? Some people join in our lives, like Megan is actually from my community. So it's lovely that Megan's just popped in here. Megan's actually living in Canada and they have a ranch. Okay, now a ranch, like Americans or Canadians would say. In South Africa, we say ranch, but it's ranch. So they have a ranch, and so her husband is in, I think, in rodeo, if I remember correctly. Hey, Megan. But Megan's actually is a six-figure earner. Okay, Megan has been in the business, I think, maybe 2 years now, or 18 months, and Megan has created six-figure income using the exact same program, the Legacy Builders program that I'm using. And Megan has also got other programs with other people, but she's always more focused on the Legacy Builders because the rewards are just phenomenal. The community is phenomenal. The mentorship is phenomenal. I mean, it's just, as I've already explained to you, the backup that you get is really incredible, guys. So, yeah, if you have any other questions, guys, I've got 12 minutes left of this live. I'd love to answer them for you. Hi, Silverpay and Wawiski. Welcome. I see on Instagram you are there. Hi. And YouTube, how are you doing on YouTube? So I'm actually streaming all three platforms at the same time, guys. So this is actually also how we teach you to be productive with your time. So instead of doing an hour on each one separately, no, you stream all at the same time and you manage them all at the same time. So you just get more efficient and you just get, practice. Practice makes perfect. So you've got to start somewhere. If you don't start, you're never going to get good at anything, right? Nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you still have that lousy job and you've been wishing or praying for years to leave that job, but you just don't know where or how, then start a digital online business. And when it starts giving you more money than your job pays you in a month, in a year, then you leave the job because you've got financial freedom. But if you don't start, you're never going to know that, right? So let me recap, guys. Go to my profile, click on my face. In there is my bio. You'll see my LINK. It's clickable. Click on that and jot in your email address. And then get my free PDF. It will be emailed to you instantaneously. But also while you're on the LINK, you will actually see my web page with the landing pages that will take you through the different 9 landing pages. So you watch all of them, you listen to the videos, you listen to a video of me introducing my mentor, then you listen to my mentor, watch the testimonials. It'll give you a very good background and in-depth explanation of what the program is all about and how you can transform your life, guys. I mean, there are 56,200 people in our community. That's how many people's lives have been transformed already in a question of 3 years. So, guys, go to my bio, jot your email address in the LINK, and get my Freedom Formula Blueprint.
The only Son of God, who is the ultimate master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank.
Just looking at questions here, guys. If you have any questions, jot them down in the comments. I'd love to help. I've taken to eating a nachi while I do my live because that's actually more soothing on your throat. Because, actually talking for a whole hour like this, you don't realize that your voice has to adapt. You got to, it's also training. You also got to train your voice, So, okay, someone's asking me, why did I start? Okay, well, I have a real estate company, right? So I've been a real estate entrepreneur for 36 years. And I've loved doing real estate because it is an incredibly rewarding business. And the money is also very good. There is a but, though. Firstly, when COVID hit, I realized how vulnerable I was being in a business that was completely reliant on face to face interactive business. That's when I realized I needed to start another business online, but I didn't know what to do. Then, 4 years later, a friend of mine sitting in London shared her website with me and said to me, Sonya, I've just invested in this business. Take a look at it. So I had a look at it and I loved the business model. It was perfect for what I needed because I recognized that when I get to my retirement years, I don't want to continue working in real estate the hours that it demands from me, weekends, evenings, and long hours. Okay. And also, living in South Africa, it's quite risky being an agent. So, from a security point of view, I also wanted to have more security with the kind of business that was safer to do. So, I actually started my business because I wanted time freedom, financial freedom, and location freedom. That was very important for me. So I invested in the $900 program, which then gave me the 4 programs that I can market to the general digital space. And that can give me an income at any given time of $1,900 a day if I sold all 4 programs, 100, 300, 600, or 900. But so far, my experience has been my highest ticket sale is always the most popular one, which is the $900. So in the business, I started 17 days. It took me to sell my first sale. And then within 3 days thereafter, I did another 3 sales, and altogether, in a question of 20 days, I did $3,600. And that's how I got started. So it took me 17 days to get started, but I started my social media platforms from zero. Now, maybe you've already got a social media platform that's already very active and people trust you and they like you and they've been following you for years. And now you introduce to them digital products. They might purchase from you much faster than what I had when I started from zero. So we teach you when you join the program to go immediately to 7 days to launch your business into profit mode within 7 days. It's the modules, the most important modules in the beginning of the program that get you started, focused immediately on making money. So actually, we've had people making money even in their first 7 days. So it just really depends on you and what background you're coming from, but you don't have to have the experience. And I reiterate that because I didn't have any experience. But the e-learning modules teach you exactly what you need to know and do every single day. Plus, you get mentorship. You get the $1 million mentor that is the founder of our business. She's already created $9 million selling these digital programs in 3 years. So the processes work, the strategies work. You just have to plug in and play and do the work. Show up on your activity, show up on your campaigns, things like that. So whatever we tell you to do in the e-learning modules, if you just follow that step by step by step, you will have success. But if you're not coachable and you're not going to listen to the e-learning modules and you're not going to participate and keep up your content consistently, then you won't be successful. So, this is a business and you have to have CEO mindset. This is not about getting onto a social media platform and just, have fun. You do have fun, but you also got to do the work, right? There's strategies you need to follow to be successful. But really, I've seen how many lives have been transformed just with people investing once off in this digital program and creating a business. They've earned thousands. Okay. This morning we had training at 2 a.m. in the morning because I'm in South Africa. So it was 2 a.m. my time. And it was Facebook training by a lady in our community that's already earned herself $700,000 in 2 years. Okay. Now, $700,000 is a huge amount of money, even in dollar terms. But in South Africa, for instance, you take $700,000 times 17.22, and that just gives you a very large number. So if you're living in a country that has a weak currency, then you are earning really top dog income because of the dollar. And that's the other reason why I wanted this program as well, because it was international, global, earning dollars. I wanted to be able to earn dollars because it's the easiest way. If you're earning a foreign currency like a pound or a dollar or a euro, that's the best way to hedge yourself against inflation and deflation of a currency. So, yes, guys, those were all the reasons why I started. But then also the emotional stuff. Working in real estate evenings, weekends, and long hours, you never get to see your family. You're always rushing from meeting to meeting. And, days can go by where you miss out on family memories. So, emotionally, it's a high price tag to pay. With digital marketing, you can be a stay at home mom and actually live with your kids, be with your kids, and still make really life changing income. It's all possible. You just have to follow the processes we teach you every single day. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish off my live. Go to my profile. Check underneath my picture. You'll see my bio. In the bio, there's a clickable link. Please go there, jot in your email address, and get my free PDF, guys. Make sure you get that tonight. If you are not ready to purchase a program within the next hour of my live, get that free PDF. If you are ready to purchase a program, please purchase either 300, 600, or 900, and I will throw in a complimentary setup for you. I will do the setup for you, make it easy for you. And if you're not ready, then just get my PDF, okay? And when you are ready, we'll talk again. All right, guys, I want to wish you well. Thank you so much for listening to my live. Well, thank you, YouTube. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, Instagram. God bless you. May you all have a wonderful Friday evening further, or a Friday if it's daytime there for you. Thank you for coming to my live. I appreciate your time. May God bless you and your families. Thank you. God bless. Bye. Bye.
World peace, and our soul liberation. We thank